नमस्कार. आयच्या ह्या खाशेल्या कार्यावळीत तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आयचो विशय आसा इव्हेंट्स आनी एडवर्टायझींग. आनी आमचे बरोबर अशी व्यक्ती आसा जांकां गोंयचे इव्हेंट्स आनी गोंयचे एडवर्टायझींग हाचो पुरेपूर अभ्यास आसा. आमचे बरोबर आसात एडवर्टायझींग असोसिएशनाचे मॅनेजिंग डायरेक्टर आनी विवा गोवाचे एडिटर केदार धुमे. केदार, वेलकम टू द शो. लेट मी स्टार्ट विथ आस्किंग अ व्हेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन जो हांव सगळ्यांक विचारता ह्या दिसांनी की तुमचो लॉकडावन कसो जालो काय म्हणून.
लॉकडाऊन म्हणजे पयलीं खूब भंय दिसलो घरा रावपाक जाय म्हणून. 20 वर्सां हांवें म्हजो बिझनस करता. घरा म्हणटा तो केन्ना रावना बरो ना म्हणून. घरा उरला मे बी घरान कितें फेस्टिवलार ऑर फंक्शन आसा ऑर आनी कितें आउट ऑफ स्टेशन, पूण बरो ना म्हणून घरा केन्नाच रावना 20 वर्सां. आय वॉज जस्ट एनालायझींग 20 वर्सां घरा बरो. सो बिकॉज देयर वॉज ऑलवेज अ मोटिवेशन टू गो टू ऑफिस. कितें बारीक थंडी बिंडी जाली जाल्यार तसोच गेलो ऑफकोर्स प्रिकॉशन घेवन, बट घरा रावना बरो ना म्हणून. Now this has been a very unusual experience. One of this is that this beard, I have never grown a beard.
सामकें.
So my children are calling this corona beard.
आणि घराडेन रावची पडटा की बरें ना जावची न्ही म्हणून घराडेन रावची पडटा.
Correct.
But tell me one
it
thing.
was just the secret of well-being was only a 3 inch of cloth.
सामकें.
Yes, and if you read reports, हॉस्पिटलांनी खंय लोक ना, कोणाक डिजीज कोविड सोडून बाकी कोणाकूच हार्ट अटॅकूय जायना, ब्लड प्रेशरूय जायना, कोणाकूच दातूय दुखना, कांयच जायना. So the secret was only a 3 inch of cloth which protected us, and this was the secret of good health.
गुड हेल्थ. एक गजाल जी आहे की जेन्ना पॅन्डेमीक बी म्हणटात तेन्ना वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट इंडस्ट्रीज टू गेट अफेक्टेड इज इव्हेंट्स. वील कम टू एडवर्टायझींग लेटर. बट तुम्ही जेन्ना इव्हेंट्सा कडेन आज पळयता कितलो प्रभाव पडला हाचो, आणि पोस्ट पॅन्डेमीक पोस्ट त्या स्टेजीचेर पावलना आमी, पूण पोस्ट लॉकडावन हें प्रोग्रेशन कशें दिसता परत एज फार एज इव्हेंट्स बिझनेस इज कन्सर्न.
चिंतल्यार भंय दिसता. कित्याक इव्हेंट मिन्स पब्लीक, इव्हेंट मिन्स मास गॅदरींग, and that is the first point which goes against precaution towards controlling the virus. So if you don't have crowd, no event can take place. Sports events is crowd, exhibitions is crowds, any festival is crowd. So lok ani crowd nastana event has no meaning. So event industry has suffered and will suffer through the entire world. It's not an exception to Goa or India. Full world is going to suffer. Event industry will suffer. You have seen most of the international sports events have been cancelled. Festivals have been cancelled. So mass gathering is the first no cross against controlling of the virus. And events are big time sufferers of this. And event management companies are in trouble because they will realize, we all realize that this is one business which cannot open up for next minimum 6 months. After that, everybody knows what may not happen. Nobody knows. But definitely first 6 months, event industry is on a lockdown completely closed.
आता तुम्ही जनरल झाले, पण जर तुम्ही इंडियेक आयले, वील कम टू गोवा लेटर, बट इंडियेची परिस्थिती जर आयची खिणाक जर पळयली जाल्यार तुमकां इव्हेंट इंडस्ट्री आमची केदी व्हडली आसा, आनी आज ताजो प्रभाव कितलो पडटलो.
See, I cannot give you figures because I don't म्हणजे म्हाका figures by heart ना. In India, because of our population, events is very popular in India and Goa also. And people in Goa, in India want to come out. We don't like to sit in our houses and watch programs. We like to go and watch them live, watch them in the stadium, watch them on the road. शिगमो कार्नावालाक कितली गर्दी जाता, लोकांक उमेद आसता, घरा बसपाक लोकांक आवडना. हे आमचे इन हाऊस क्वालिटी आसता, आमचे इन बिल्ड क्वालिटी आसता. सो इव्हेंट कंपनीज will suffer big time, unfortunately. And I don't think there's remedy. You can't do events without public participation. And even lot of events in India will not happen. All sports events have been cancelled. And Goa sudda it was lucky that this year Carnival Shigmo zalo. Nalyar thंय सुद्धा प्रॉब्लेम येतलो आसलो. These 2 main events of Goa. पण हाजे फुडें जे लॉट ऑफ इव्हेंट जे गव्हर्नमेंट सपोर्ट करता, लायक मे बी विंटेज फेस्टिवल और वायल्ड फेस्टिवल, हेरिटेज फेस्टिवल, हे सगळे इज अ बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क. मेन क्वेश्चन मार्क दिसता आमचे नॅशनल गेम्साचो. The national games, like all Goans people into event industry or advertising, as are looking forward for national games, October and Ratli, which will revive, which will give us a lot of business. Although the main event management agency through a tendering process may have been one of those big ones from metros, but a lot of work will have percolated to us, to all the agencies based in Goa, because even the big agencies, they require local support, they require production, they require local hands to help them out. So this is one big setback event industry will get. And main thing is, of course, this is as far as national games are concerned. Secondly, weddings. Now, weddings is a huge business in Goa. It's very, very, very big business in Goa. Now, with hotels closing down, no weddings will take place. And wedding business, or it's called MICE business technically, was giving huge business to Goans in many of the fields. Now, this is a big setback. This is going to be a big setback, that weddings will not happen anywhere in India, and especially Goa, because Goa is dependent on wedding business, right from hotels to everybody. Flower maker, production, set, clothes, costumes. So that is a big setback Goa will face.
एक गजाल आहे, गोंया भितर एप्रॉक्सिमेटली, आय एम नॉट आस्किंग फॉर एक्झॅक्ट फिगर्स, बट एप्रॉक्सिमेटली इव्हेंट्सां भितर कितली अशी एम्प्लॉयमेंट आज आसा, कितली लोक एम्प्लॉयड डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली आसात, आणि कितलो पर्सेंट लोकांचेर ह्या पॅन्डेमिकाचो प्रभाव पडपाक शकता, जंय तांची इनकम घडये कमी जातलें, इनकम वा बंद जातलें. वॉट इज द एप्रॉक्सिमेट पर्सेंटेज और मार्केट एनालिसिस दॅट यू वूड लायक टू गिव अस?
Unfortunately, I have no figures with me.
No, approximately. I'm not asking some exact figures, but approximately.
Maybe at least, you see, events is a very vague term. Vague term. Flower supplier towards sound, carpet, chairs, tables, all these people who supply things. It is the owner and his staff, but maybe 10,000 people will be directly or indirectly, or much more than that. Or at least why 10,000? At least 25,000 people will be directly or indirectly affected by this. Obviously, will be affected by this.
बट तुम्ही गोंयाकडे जेन्ना आज पळयतात तेन्ना टुरिजम आशिल्ल्यान इव्हेंट्स आनी टुरिजम बोथ गो हँड इन हँड. आज जेन्ना तुम्ही फक्त इव्हेंट्स म्हणटात, इट कॅनॉट बी जस्ट इव्हेंट्स इंडिपेंडंटली टुरिजम कुशीक दवरून. सो टुरिजमाचेरय जो प्रभाव पडला त्या विशीं तुमकां कितें दिसता, की 6 म्हयन्या उपरांत पळोवपाचें कितें करपाचें तें, काय ऑक्टोबरा भितर बी सिजन स्टार्ट जावपाक शकता अशी आमची सद्याची परिस्थिती पळोवन तुमकां आशा दिसता?
See, the staging of events in Goa is directly linked to the opening up of hotels. If hotels don't open up, events cannot happen. I mean, national and international events cannot happen. That is the first criteria. So we are completely dependent on the hotel industry, how it reacts and how they open up. If hotels open up, then events will follow. If hotels don't open up, events will not follow. I'm talking, see, events, wedding is a big chunk of event business, event related business. Weddings is a big chunk, at least for Goa, very big chunk of event business. So if hotel industry does not open up, then events cannot happen. आता गोवा सेंट्रिक इव्हेंट्स जे आसा, वेर इट्स ओनली वेर डोमेस्टिक, आता इवन जेन्ना टुरिजम इव्हेंट्स करता, दे आर केप्ट इन माइंड मोस्टली टू अट्रॅक्ट नॅशनल टुरिस्ट, international tourists to some extent, but mostly to attract national tourists to Goa. Events are done in Goa, but if airlines don't open up, then, or there's no transport facility between states, then events will be difficult to be staged.
Tourism, yeah, go ahead.
Then tourism will only support events which get in tourists to Goa. They are not held mostly for Goa. It is for Goans, but back of the mind, it is that the tourists will come to Goa. Now, if the borders are not opened up and the transportation is not going to be them, transportation on जावचे ना जाल्यार लोक कशे येतले गोंयांत, आनी त्या खातीर the purpose of event will defeated न्ही.
पण तुमकां दिसता की टुरिजम सिजन, कारण आमी सद्याक म्हणटात की आमचे कडेन एकय कोविड पॉझिटिव्ह केस ना, एक्टिव्ह केस ना. कंपॅरेटिवली काल हांव रियल इस्टेट इंडस्ट्री कडेन उलयतालो, तांचें म्हणणें आशिल्लें की यू कॅन लूक एट इट ऑप्टिमिस्टिकली ऑल्सो, की वेन रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री देर आर मेनी हॉटस्पॉट्स, गोवा इज कंपॅरेटिवली लुक सेफर. सो वाय पीपल वील नॉट कन्सिडर इट एज अ पॉझिटिव्ह ऑप्टिमिस्टीक ऑप्शन. सो तुमकां दिसता अशी तरेची गजाल मायंडसेट तयार जावपाक शकता, ऑर यू फील दॅट पीपल वील डिजिस्ट फ्रॉम ट्रॅव्हलिंग एटलिस्ट टील डिसेंबर, लफडीत नाकात, रिस्कत नाका म्हणून?
It is well known all over the country that Goa is the only state which is corona free, at least on paper.
Yeah.
And that's what government is declared. म्हाका दिसता if somebody काय WhatsApp message धाडली मागीर 10 फ्रेंडांक कोण 8 जाण येवंक 10 जाण एटलीस्ट 8 जाण म्हणटले आमी फाल्यां सकाळीं येता गोंया रावपाक. फाल्यां सकाळीं गोंया येता रावपाक येता म्हणटले, फॉरगेट बिझनस, आमी गोंयांत रावता आनी हांगच्यानूच कितें करता म्हणून. पण Goa, everybody will want to come because Goa is a safe place. At least till now, we have been, mentally, not in a lot of stress the way a lot of other states are going. I know my friends who are in industry, they're going through stress. घरांतल्यान भायर सरूंक मेळना, भंय दिसता हाका हात लावपाक, ह्या दुकानान वचपाक भंय दिसता, पण तितले आमचो स्ट्रेस खूबसो देंवला स्टार्टिंग आसलो तो. सो गोवा सगळ्यांकूच येवपाक जाय गोंयांत, सेटल जावपाक जाय ऑर हॉलिडे घेवपाक जाय. आतां कोणाकूय समज 10 दीस पॅकेज आसा म्हणून लोक विलिंगली येतले गोंयांत 10 दिसा खातीर, पण बॉर्डरूच ओपन जायना आनी समज तुजें ट्रान्सपोर्टेशनूच ना जाल्यार कशें येतले लोक गोंयांत?
न्ही, तो फाल्यां समजा बॉर्डर्स ओपन जाल्यो, यू आर फिलिंग दॅट पीपल वील बी ऑप्टिमिस्टीक अबाउट गोवा एंड पीपल वील बी इन अ मायंडसेट टू ट्रॅव्हल. That's what you are saying.
100% Goa, everybody will want to travel, and maybe I'm telling you, many of these hotels may launch wellness programs. See, today it was leisure tourism. They will start focusing on wellness tourism. I'm not talking about hospital tourism, patients coming to Goa for treatment. I'm not talking about that. That is one part. I'm talking about wellness, like say Divaya type of resort, where you are treating patients on a wellness basis. Yoga and Ayurvedic treatment, body cleansing. These are areas where I'm sure our hospitality industry is thinking of that. They don't require people like us to advise them. I'm telling you, most of the hotel industry is thinking on wellness tourism now. They will run programs for 10 days where there will be activities related to wellness. And
so you are saying Goa can be a new center, Goa can be the new attraction for wellness tourism.
100%. That is where I think Goa will be going towards. And if this happens, we will be unique in the like today you will find a lot of wellness centers in Bangalore to some extent. That chunk of tourists which go to Bangalore or South India will be willing to come to Goa. And Goa definitely always hospitality has been, or our each Goan has that in blood to welcome tourists. So that will really help Goa. Wellness tourism will take off in a big way in Goa. Potential for hospitality, hotel tourism, hospital tourism, but wellness will be a bigger game changer for Goa now. एक गजाल जी की बिफोर वी मूव ऑन टू एडवर्टायझींग, एक इम्पॉर्टंट फॅक्टर जो गोंयचे दृश्टींतल्यान आसा तो म्हळ्यार सरकाराचे इव्हेंट्स विच वॉट एवर सेड एंड डन आमचे लोकल इव्हेंट मॅनेजमेंट कंपन्याक तातूंतल्यान बिझनेस येतालो. तुमी म्हणटात की जो मेरेन हॉटेल ओपन जायना तो मेरेन तो भायलो बिझनेसय आमी चिंतपाक शकना. सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी, what is the percentage hit? 40% of market will be hit, 50% of market will be hit. What is your initial estimate? What do you mean by market?
Event business, kitlu percent business you imagine that in October when the tourist season reopens, what is the percentage of business you can envisage from October to next March?
I think 50% business obviously will be hit from October onwards. Till October it is zero.
Yeah, till October it is zero. All everybody is considering that. Yes.
After October it all depends. I think Goa Goa स्वतःचे डिसिजन घेवंक शकना till the borders what are आमचे neighboring states situation कशें आसा आनी कितें आसा. if in India हे 4 जे मेट्रोज ओपन जायना जाल्यार इंडिया इज नॉट ओपनड अप. आतां आमी सगळे बाकीचे स्टेट्स ओपन जाले जाल्यार बॉम्बे, दिल्ली, साउथ इंडिया and Bengal don't open up, then India is not opened up. This is where the economy is of India. So October पासून relax, समज election आयले आणि things are little better, then 50% of business what we have normally done we may go on.
Yeah.
See, we have to be positive in the situation. Saglat ratta, ami ratta, saglat ratta, so things are not proper, things are not proper. But I think our mindset has to be positive now. That
Yeah.
we should depend less and less on government support now, because government kona help kartalo. So we have to find ways to survive. We have to find ways to cut costs. I think owners themselves will get more and more involved and cut cost and perform the duty of a CEO come a worker. खुपशा आमी जे cosmetics cost असले ते cut करचे पडटले. And if we manage to cut those costs, then yes, profitability will be there.
तुम्ही म्हणतात की even the owner will have to reinvent himself again.
Yes. The concept of CEO is gone. This concept of CEO is completely gone. Today you are a worker, you are a manager, you are a supervisor, come owner. स्वतः खूपशा गजाली स्वतः करचे पडटले. म्हणजे I am talking about event management agencies.
Yeah.
Event management cannot be planned sitting in air conditioned cabins. You have to be hands on. You have to be on site. So खूपशो आता staff तो कमी करून तुका profitability करपा जाल्यार तुझे first will be your job cuts, job salary cut, job cuts. So that will be your major saving. And कितें म्हणटा तें one person will have to do multiple roles. And that is how you can show a little bit of profitability and you can earn something.
You are saying although it is a very painful exercise, that is the only way you would be able to survive.
True. Very true. Very true.
Now let's come to advertising. Advertisingच्या दृष्टींतल्यान तुमकां कशें दिसता की how much market is affected right now?
See, today advertising market, I'll stick to Goa because
definitely.
I'm not really competent to talk what is happening. See, आता even national television पळयत जाल्यार news paita continuously. Ads, there are no ads on national television. Okay. Because country is a lockdown. I am into advertising, I am into hoardings. Amka mujhe ekdar prior to lockdown 70% hoarding चालू आसली, 30% vacancy, 70% hoarding चालू आसली. There were people. After the lockdown, immediately most of the clients or their agencies have sent us mails that from 1st April the hoardings will be discontinued. All hoardings are discontinued. Actually, some of them have said from 20th March, all the hoardings are discontinued. Now, very few clients have, what they have, Tanjani kine kal thoda clientani apli message kadल्या of sale of or advertising their own service, and Tanjani COVID special message gala or a message for the public at large, where they have tried to continue with the business they were giving us. And they have tried to do something for the society. So, खूपशे कॅझिनोनी पळयत जाल्यार hotel industry COVID special messages gala, how to take care. And they have brought in their logo, so just give them a little goodwill. So, but most of the hoardings have been pulled off. Brands have pulled off because तांकां is a mindset होत ना. लोकांचा mindset ना cosmetics or only essential commodities are being looked at. Today, every day you are living is a bonus. So essential commodities त्याचेर focus आसा. आता कितें आसा आमकां एक समज घरान वो ब्रँड आवडटा बटराचो. आता तो शेल्फार बटर तो ब्रँड ना जाल्यार हांव दुसरो घेवन येता. हांव रावना की तोच म्हाका बटर जाय म्हण. कित्याक टुडे essential commodity today you are not spoiled for choice.
Today you need butter. Which brand मागीर पळोवया.
मागीर कसला मागीर बटर जाय. So also if you see, I don't want to name the biggest brand of India. Actually, Amul is off the shelf to a big extent in Goa. I don't know why. But so other brands which were not doing well, they have they have the entire Goa. They have tried dumped maximum goods in Goa stores, and that brand is selling now. So maybe we will start liking that brand also now.
Yeah, advertising. In terms of newspaper advertising or media advertising?
Advertising कितें आसा? Advertising is basically, there's a misconception लोकांच्या मनात आसता की advertising करता म्हणून कंपनीचो प्रोडक्टचो प्राय आतां एक जर कोला ड्रिंक आसा, कोला ड्रिंकचे advertising करता म्हणून ताचो प्रायस वाडटा. It need not be. Actually, because of advertising, we create more demand in the market. And when there's more demand, there's more production. And when there's more production, the cost per item comes down. एका कंपनीक समज 10 कोला बॉटल केल्यो तांकां समज 20 रुपया पडटा, पूण त्याच कोला बॉटल 100 केल्यो जाल्यार तो 20 रुपयाचो पर कॉस्ट 15 रुपयाचेर जाता. So advertising creates demand, and demand creates more production, and because of more production, the cost per item comes down. So advertising actually subsidizes the cost to
Yes.
some extent. It does add to the cost.
Yeah.
But question is whether people are after this lockdown, people कितले लोकांचे मन असतले की जे आपल्याक गरज ना गुड्साची purchasing करतले. आता I think everything the focus will be on honestly on only essential commodities.
बट तुमकां कितली पर्सेंटेज फॉर एग्जांपल न्यूजपेपर आनी टीव्ही और मल्टीमिडिया एडवर्टायझींग तुमकां कितलो हिट दिसता? यू फील दॅट मोर देन 50% हिट द वे यू सेट फॉर इव्हेंट्स दॅट इवन इफ थिंग्स नॉर्मलायज फॉर नेक्स्ट सीजन वी हॅव टू लूक एट 50% ऑपरेशनल एफिशियन्सी म्हणून. तशी त्या दृश्टींतल्यान जर पळयलें जाल्यार न्यूजपेपर आनी मल्टीमिडिया एडवर्टायझिंगा भितर तुमकां कितें दिसता?
कितें आसा न्ही, the decision making for most of the brands happens in the metros.
Correct.
Decision making for most of the brands happen in metros. So their mindset is at what is the situation at their place. Bombay becomes a decision maker for most of the brands which come to Goa. And if Bombay is still under lockdown or there's not a positive vibe in Bombay, their mindset will be not to spend money, even if their product is doing well in Goa. आता गोयचे जे बिझनेसेस आसा गोयचे दे विल स्टार्ट एडवर्टायझिंग बिकॉज सीजन जातकच पावसाचे पावस आता यू आमकां सध्या इन्क्वायरी ऑफ एअर कंडिशन येवपा लागल्यो एडवर्टायजमेंट होर्डिंगा फ्री आसा काय म्हणून फॉर एडवर्टायजमेंट ऑफ एअर कंडिशन बिकॉज दिस इज देयर सीजन करेक्ट and ice cream may not come to advertise forward, but air condition, coolers, fans, their inquiry will start coming. And maybe if you are amka samaj jata dale by first week of May we may see advertisements of these products in the newspapers.
But तुम्ही म्हणतात locally, not from Mumbai.
No. From out of Goa, I don't think any advertising will come because especially it's the most critical market for advertising business is Bombay. Most critical market because all the decision making is in Bombay. Either they are corporate offices are in Bombay or they are media buying agencies are in Bombay. And Bombay samaj mindset change zavana or it is still under that fear psychosis. They will not start releasing budgets. Ata Amul sarka products although it's a Gujarat based company, they are most of their advertising media buying decisions are taken in Bombay. So Bombay samaj open zavana then things will be a little difficult. But at the pause, when we are to open up, or when Goa is going to go to monsoon season, of course, advertising, umbrella advertising is athletes. Advertisement galchet पडटले बाबा आपलो असलो brand marketan असा or इतलो price असा. So all monsoon related products will start advertising. Essential, what is essential for that season will start advertising.
Yeah, so it is even if it is तुम्ही म्हणता even if it is seasonal, त्या सीजनाची essential गजालींची advertising जातले.
So see, I am telling you now my personal case. Since I have got hoarding, I have already started getting mails. They not bulk, few, especially from their Goa dealers. Hoarding available as a air conditioner खातीर hoarding आहे. At their company, Monday because of partial lockdown opening up, I have started getting calls hoarding mainly for air conditioner and fans.
Yeah.
Because finally they have to advertise. The shops are open now.
But तुम्ही एक इंटरेस्टिंग गजाल सांगले की घडये आईस्क्रीमाची होर्डिंग्स येवची ना पण एअर कंडिशनाची येतली. Why this difference?
See, air condition, fan, coolers today are not honestly luxury items to some extent. Fans, coolers and air conditioners to some extent have become essential. Somebody may argue that AC is not essential, but today in the May heat, AC is essential today. I mean, I'm talking about for corporate and middle class level. AC becomes essential. Air conditioner become essential. But ice cream is, I still feel a luxury item to some extent.
See, Kedar Bab, question is very simple. In the end, what is your one advice to the government?
As far as government is concerned, the central government and state government has done a fantastic job to a big extent to control the virus. World leading nations of the world have failed to a big extent. America, we have seen the disaster. Certain European nations and disaster पाहिलं. त्याप्रमाणे इंडियाचे जे पॉप्युलेशन आसा ते लक्षात घेऊन जे आमचे केसेस आहा ते खूप आम्ही सगळ्यांक बरे आसा हे सगळ्यांक खबर आसा. आणि गोवा गव्हर्मेंटान बरें काम केलां in controlling the virus. Facilities सारक्यो जाग्यार पडल्यो. क्वारंटायन फेसिलिटीज करपी हॉटेलान तांच्यांनी रिजॉल्व केल्या. सो दीस इज अ गुड थिंग. आनी म्हाका दिसता गोवा बींग देवभूमी गोमंतक, वी आर ट्रुली ब्लेस्ड बाय गॉड in more than so many ways. As far as packages are concerned or government support is concerned, government swata is in problem because after with mining stopping, goacha revenue खूपसो देवलो आणि आता tourism बंद जावन revenue सामकोच देंवतलो and Goa will obviously government will be in financial mess. In these circumstances, ते प्रत्येक बिझनेसाक कसा पॅकेज दिवंक शकतले becomes a question mark. समज फायनान्शियल पॅकेज तांकां दिवपाक डिफिकल्ट जातली, then at least they should give us a positive handshake, a positive pat on the back, and encourage us to start whatever way we can. Maybe events, if organizations want to do events or some agencies want to do some event, by following protocol, social distancing, masks, other protocols can be enforced, and certain flexibility can be given. आणि ते जायत जाल्यार रिवायव जावंक शकता, जातलीच रिवायव जातलीच. आनी मातसो पॉझिटिव्ह आउटलूक गव्हर्मेंटाचो आनी आमचो आसत जाल्यार डेफिनेटली वी विल सी थिंग्स टर्निंग टू गुड डेज, जे पयलीं आसले तेचे प्रमाणे. एज फार एज एडवर्टायझींग इज कन्सर्न, मेन म्हणटा तो प्रॉडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर जो प्रॉडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करता तो सगळ्याक पावपाक जाय. समज सगळ्या मार्केटान प्रॉडक्ट पावलो, सुपर मार्केटांनी पावलो, किनारा शॉपांनी पावलो जाल्यार ते मॅन्युफॅक्चर दिसतले की आता आपलो प्रॉडक्ट पावला, आता आपण अवेरनेस तयार करपाचो. आनी अवेरनेस तयार करता ताका एडवर्टायझींग करचें पडटलें. एडवर्टायझींग म्हणजे वील स्टार्ट पुटींग एड्स इन न्यूजपेपर्स, वील स्टार्ट पुटींग एड्स इन टेलिव्हिजन, वील स्टार्ट पुटींग एड्स इन ऑन होर्डिंग्स. So basically 70% of the problem can be solved if the product reaches the market. If that happens, then revival of advertising industry is possible, and it will happen. So let's hope that and with God's blessing things are positive from days to come, and government is also positive to hear what we have to say, and gives us a helping hand in terms of encouraging us to perform in a manner which is not injurious to people's health.
हे आशिल्ले केदार धुमे, जांकां गोंयच्या मिडियांतलो, एडवर्टायझिंगांतलो आनी इव्हेंट्सांतलो भरपूर अनुभव आसा. आनी म्हाका दिसता ताणें ज्यो 2 गजाली सांगल्यात, वेलनेस टुरिजम आनी एडवर्टायझिंगाच्या बाबतींत हांव नीड बेस्ड एडवर्टायजमेंट चालू उरतलें. हातूंतल्यान म्हाका दिसता फुडल्या 1 वर्साच्या इव्हेंट्स आनी एडवर्टायझिंगाच्या बिझनेसाची आमकां नस कळपाक शकता. सो केदार बाब, थँक्स अ लॉट फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस. वी विल टॉक टू यू अगेन after few days, few weeks, कारण this is a continuous exercise. We will keep on doing this. Thanks a lot for talking to us. Prudent. Namaskar.